right, I think this thing's on. I think hello. Are we live? Can everyone hear everything okay? Is my audio all right? Is the music not too loud? I hope everyone's having a great CozyCon. Oh, that was some lovely dancing we just had before us. I always enjoy going up around the dancing times. Can you hear me well? Good. All right. Well, hello. Welcome to the gesture drawing animals panel. Gesture drawing, as you can see in my slide, the essence of pose and action. This panel is a little bit less of a how-to, more of a we're just gonna do. But we're gonna cover a few things first in my handy-dandy slides. But I think first, before that, I need to maybe get more presenterly than just a little goose head hanging out in the bottom here. 1 second. Let me get a little closer to the board there. I think. There we go. Now I got a little stick. It's great. Yeah, so today we're going to be doing gesture drawing animals. My name, first introduction, is Sixel. She, her. I am an artist who works in animation. Disclaimer, I'm not an animator. I am also a drawing enthusiast. And, oh, there, disclaimer's still up. I am a drawing enthusiast, but disclaimer, I am not a teacher. I just like to draw, and I absolutely love CozyCon as an excuse to draw with everyone else. I hope that's clear. I hope the disclaimer made it clear. But what I also am is a silly goose. So what does gesture drawing mean? Gesture drawing is a method of capturing the form and action of a figure quickly and expressively, focusing on the pose and movement of the subject to draw the shape of the figure, rather than focusing on drawing the subject accurately or rendering details. This is just the definition of gesture drawing, but for today, please feel free to do whatever you want to do, whatever kind of approach you want to take to drawing these animals. We're going to be looking at references and drawing quickly on a timer. One of the goals often for gesture drawing is to try and capture the figure or the movement, and that's for sure one thing you can focus on. You can also focus on, you know, crazy little details of crazy little critters, whatever you like. But yeah, too long to read, didn't read is just quick and loose drawings to get you in the feel of the pose or action. Gesture animals. We are going to be doing 10 refs at 30 seconds. So, might not work if you want to render a lot of like fur detail. Might not be able to get a lot in, but by all means, do whatever you please. We'll be doing 5 refs at 1 minute each. Might be able to get a little bit more shapes and details in at that point. 2 refs at 5 minutes, and 1 ref at 10 minutes for the end. But actually, this is a longer panel, so at the end we're going to do animal requests, including if anyone has any little pet photos they would like to pop in the Discord. I think that would be fun. But also if we just want to do by request. The actual references we use on the timer are going to be random. I don't actually have any control over them. They are all through Line of Action, which I will link really fast in the chat right now. It is a free drawing tool. There you go. And yeah, so that's going to be... Oh, I think it actually just switched the thing, didn't it? Apologies. Anyway, yeah, so that's basically the goal of today. We're going to be drawing real fast, but don't sweat. If you can't get the whole thing in, don't worry about it. Just move on to the next. Yeah, frantically hunting down tablet pen. Yeah, whatever tools you feel like using, by the way, are good. All right, I'm going to quickly... Since we're talking about drawing and tools, I'm gonna go ahead and go over to the next scene. I'll meet you there. 1 second. Haha, I beat you. So today we're gonna be using the lovely Line of Action for drawing. And it's going to look kind of a little bit like this. And it'll just display some animals for you and me. I'm going to be drawing along, actually, as you might already know if you've been to any of my panels before. I have my little canvas, my pencil out, ready to draw. I'm using Photoshop. Please use whatever program you like or are most comfortable with, or try and challenge yourself. Draw with something different today. You could use a stick and some dirt. You could use coffee grounds. I care not. Whatever you like. Go wild. Have fun. And, oh, really quickly, let's get some rules going super fast. I got the rules board. Rule number 1, be respectful of models. In this case, they're animals. Please still be respectful of them. They're little guys. They're trying their best. Be respectful of each other is the second rule. So that means in this case, don't put down anyone else's art if you're participating along and you see someone else's work. Don't critique unless asked. That's a big one. You know, everyone's just doing their best. Encouragement is a lot easier to give. We prefer that unless someone is actually looking for constructive feedback. Number 3, please be respectful of yourself. This might be your first time drawing, or you might be having a hard time with art lately. And that's okay. Everyone's at a different place in their journey, and we don't want to put each other down. We don't want to put ourselves down. If you don't feel like you like your drawings, there's always room to improve, and that just means you have a clear path to work on, right? Hopefully. And the last rule, have fun. All right, rules board, get out of here. We want to actually get drawing. Get out of here. Speaking of drawing, I'm gonna really quickly change into something a little more appropriate for drawing. Give me 1 second. Better. Okay, now I'm ready. Now I have my little artistic hat on. That means I'm an artist, right? Alright, yeah, I'm gonna pull up the options on line of action. Oh, important notes. Does anyone have an actual issue with... Oh yeah, this is just the website and how the tools look, by the way. Does anyone have an issue with insects or skeletons? I like to check with whoever's actually here because some people are very afraid. I think it's usually better to keep with just all mammals. But if everyone really likes spiders and no one objects, we can draw some spiders. Alright, just check in the chat. No spider, please. Okay. We'll do all mammals. Do some equines, even though, you know, stilt beasts not always my favorite. I'm very bad. Okay, no put downs. I'm not bad at them. I am still learning. I'll just check everything but the creepy crawlies. Unless anyone has a problem with rodents or reptiles. I'm gonna include, I think, the skeletons because they're fun. But yeah, I think that should be I think that should be it. Alright. So this is gonna be a class mode. You can set on line of action how long you want to work on each pose, which can be great if you want to do a whole bunch of 1-minute poses. But today we're going to be doing class mode, which you warm up with quick drawings of 30 seconds, as we discussed, and ease into the longer ones. This is going to be 30 minutes of drawing, and I'll probably take a very, very quick break between doing the 1-minute and 5-minute poses. Sound good to everybody? Alright, just checking the chat. I think we're all good to go, though. Alright. I will count us down. Does everyone have their tools? Have some water? I have myself a glass of water. I take a quick sip. Alright. Good. Everyone's good. Everyone's got their tools, their pencils, their paper, their program. Hopefully, everyone is good to go. I'll count us down from 5. Ready? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I gotta go fast. I'm mostly just doing little stick guys, so don't feel like you have to do anything too crazy. Usually for the 30 seconds, I only really focus on getting some bare bones little shapes. I am drawing way too small or too big. 1 second. Oh, new page. Oh my goodness, look at this little guy. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna get much detail in this speed, but what I can do, I think is pretty cute. Yeah, look at that little guy. I used to have a pet rat growing up. They're very sweet. New page. Oh, multiple figures. Okay. I'm just gonna pick one. I'm gonna pick this central one. Look at this guy. Look at him. I'm mostly just trying to focus on getting those nice little like lines for flow. I think we got another leg right there. Yeah. Okay, next one. Oh, I think this was a previous 10-minute pose that we had. I remember it. I think I have it on a layer underneath all of this. Sorry, I went quiet there. My cat was making a ruckus. I was gonna say, there's a lot of different strategies you can do for gesture drawing. I see a lot of art teachers who will always say, this is the way to do it, and I think that you can kind of approach it whatever feels right for you. Today I'm focusing on these quick ones, less about an actual line of action and more about just little shapes and beans and tapering limbs. It's kind of nice to switch between them, I find. But work on however you feel like. It's okay to exaggerate things and not get them exact because there is no reference police coming to arrest you if you deviate from it, right? And in a longer drawing, if you're adding a bunch of detail, the expressiveness of the pose can sometimes be toned down by all that detail, right? So one thing I am still trying to get good at is pushing and exaggerating my gesture drawing so that when I go to add all those details, it still looks fun. Oh, horse time. I've done horse studies before, and I still find them a little complicated, you know? Those angles are fun though. It's kind of fun to do bean shapes for animal bodies. Oh, look at this foreshortening. Oh, I think this was one of our... Is this one of our longer ones? I think so. I think this is the 1 minute. We're starting in the... Yeah, we're in the 1 minute ones now. Six seconds. Next one. Hope everyone's having a good CozyCon so far. I always super look forward to this event. I don't do this panel anywhere else, so it's always a lot of fun. Also, if you can't tell, this year I got myself a little Steam Deck, and I'm making it everyone else's problem. It's a lot of fun to play with things. Gonna move this up just a bit. There we go. I feel like I'm cheating slightly because even though these images are random, I've actually done gesture drawing with this tool so many times. I've seen these drawings before. Or not drawings, I've seen these references before, and in some cases I've already tried drawing them, but that's okay. I think anytime I approach these, I notice something different. I am always in a different place artistically when I come back to them. Kind of makes it feel nice, like I don't have to stress too hard about getting something quote-unquote right, because I know that I'll probably see it again at some point. Alright, we got one more of this length, this 1 minute pose after this. Big yawn. I hope you guys are feeling good about your poses. Oh my goodness, look at this little one looking back at us. So cute. Can't resist. This is our last 1 minute. We'll take a quick, like, 1 minute break after this next 30 seconds. I feel like the time goes so fast. Alright, I'm gonna pause on this one, and I will hide the ref so we're not getting a head start. There. So we'll take a really quick shake it out very fast. I'm gonna look at the chat super fast. Yeah. Oh, how's the stream deck been treating you? I really like it. I was never very good at setting up stuff. I just did a lot of things very manual before, so now I can have things on buttons and I don't have to remember hotkeys, which is the nicest part. And I can have a lot of silly fun and shenanigans, which always makes me, you know, just very... I enjoy... Sorry if that blew out your eardrums. Hopefully not. I enjoy all my silly little fun. Oh no. Megalamandarin says their pencil lead kept falling out. No! Yeah, quickly fix that. Fix it if you can, or if you want to grab something else to draw with, please feel free. Yeah, wow. Wow.
Wow.
I have too much fun. That's why I really like doing this panel. It's very fun. I sometimes stream on my own channel, but this is kind of like the big event that I look forward to in the year. Alright. Aw, P-Head says their hand's in too much pain. That's fine. If you just wanna hang out and watch, that is a-okay. Maybe you can suggest an animal for us at the end to draw. So many horses. I know, they just happen to be so many. Alright, everyone ready? Everyone finish shaking out. I'm moving around my wings. Can't see it. Moving around, trying to get less stiff. Alright, I think we're ready to go again. I'm gonna quickly start a new page. 1 second. There we go. And I'll bring back the reference. Okay, and go. Timer's back on. We got 5 minutes for this one. Try to keep staying loose though, even though we have more time technically. Yeah, horses are hard, but they're fun. I can pop. I found a nice free PDF that I found helped with drawing them, or at least like trying to figure out the anatomy. I don't know that I'm fast at it because I don't practice them often unless it's part of this. Unless I'm doing gesture, unfortunately. But it was like a cool like breakdown of like the anatomy and stuff, which I found helpful to understand, right? I'm gonna start with some nice just taper shapes that I can build on. Got a big old tail there. Even if these drawings don't feel the most beautiful to you, you're working on, or even mine, if you're like, these are just little doodles. I'm like, yeah, they are. But they help you observe the creature in question and hopefully develop a little bit of a shorthand for them, which is when you're drawing very fast and trying to just get a feel, right? think a lot of when I started drawing, when I started getting into doing commissions, I would often get asked to draw animals I'd never drawn before. And so whenever that happened, I would take time to sit and try and absorb the shape of the animal that I was looking to draw. I found that very helpful. Like think about what makes the form the way it is. You know, we got things like horse legs. Not that I'm great at them, but, okay, no put downs. I'm still learning. Horse legs, for example, a lot of people tend to think they're backwards, but they're actually, this is I think, what is it right here is their like heel is like up here, essentially. Their wrists are like up here. These are their toes. I think I was like, I had been doing anatomy study for like people for a bit, and I was then looking at horses. Oh, by the way, just a minute left. I was looking at horses, looking at the bones and being like, shut up, the wrist bones are way up high. I knew they were walking on their toes already, but I didn't actually understand where their wrist bones were before. So that's fun. Now I can't quite see all those leg details, so I'm kind of just guessing. Looking at skeletons isn't always the most exciting, but it does help you understand the form, the fleshy form better. When you understand the things that don't move, are more solid. Oh, there's the next one. Okay, next page. Alright, well, it's not a horse. This one is an elephant. I'm gonna try and keep this to a bean shape. A little bit. If you're like me at all, if you're a digital artist and you often tend to draw a little too big, as opposed to when you're starting traditional, I found I always drew much too small. I like how his little tail is just up. Got a little kind of curve on there. It's kind of like square ear shape. Of course, they got jaws. It's so fun drawing animals because they have such varied shapes, I think. I mean, you can get a lot of varied shapes when you draw people, but I don't know, man. It's just different. It's just different. It hits different. It's fun. Alright, I actually might really quickly... I got 2 minutes. Let's see, what do I want to do? Maybe I'll just try and strengthen the shapes that I currently have. Oh, I totally missed drawing that other leg back there. Oh, only 1 minute left. Do you think I can fit it in? Maybe. Let's see. I move this back just a smidgen. Cheating. I'm cheating. Digital art cheat, go! Although it is kind of fun when you're working like with pen. You're like, no, I just have to live with my mistake now. And you know what? Heck, I'm gonna live with that mistake. I'm just not gonna draw that other leg. It's fine. Here's the thing, no one looking at this picture, this drawing that I've done, is gonna know exactly what the ref looked like. And more to the point, art is not supposed to be, or at least in my opinion, not supposed to be a one-to-one. It is a language that you are speaking. And none of us are born speaking it, so it means we always have to put in time learning it. If we wanted it to be perfect, we could take a photo. But that's not what we're doing today. Four seconds? Alright, this is our 10 minute. I'm gonna really quickly pause so we can take a little stretch. Hide the ref for a second. How's everyone doing? Should also probably double check how we're doing for time. I think we're still doing really good for time. It's 4 now. Oh my god, do we really have... We're zooming, I think. Oh yeah, we probably had this elephant before, but it's not always for the same amount of time, which is cool. Okay, refill water. 2 minutes, real fast. Try to stay loose. Alright. I guess in the meantime, while everyone's grabbing water, they're shaking out, I can talk about some little gesture tip things that I found helpful. Maybe you'll find them helpful. If not, feel free to ignore them. Things like line of action. I know I run into some people who don't know what it is. And so a really quick primer, it's often just the spine. But in the case of like this elephant here, you can also extend it into things like the trunk and the tail. So in this case, you could say this is the line of action, sort of, right? In people, I tend to do the spine and where gravity connects. So sometimes I would do it like this, because they're like bounding forward a little bit like a spring, and I might try to... Actually, I think that the back leg was probably where the gravity was going through, so sometimes I would use a line of action following somewhat the spine, but mostly just kind of the force and where gravity is. So that's what line of action kind of is. If anyone has a better explanation of it, please feel free to chime in. I am not a teacher, I am just an enthusiast who's tried to learn these things. Another thing I think is kind of fun, when you're using shapes and things for limbs, if you're trying to indicate for shortening, for example. Actually, I'll just keep using that. This guy here. Another fun thing, if you're struggling with things like perspective or readability in your drawings, it can be nice to add little wrap lines to indicate if something is coming towards or away from you. A good way to kind of indicate that sometimes, or if you're not sure if something's coming towards you or away from you, you can check by the little overlaps in the skin and the form, and also like if something looks like it's pointing away from you, like this kind of shape. Oh, I'm not sure if that red is, oh, okay, it shows up black, I think, but it is, I'm drawing with red. Oh well. Yeah, little wrap lines can help. That helped me a lot. There's another tip I found helpful, maybe others will too. If you feel like your drawings are getting a little stiff or segmented, rhythm lines are something I learned about rather late in life. Maybe in the last few years I think I learned about rhythm lines. So an example would be like, let's say you have, I'm gonna use like a human arm. Say you have like arm, you want to add some muscles. If you go like this, we're getting kind of pinchy in some of these spots if we have them connecting at the same place. Unless you want to go for an insectoid look, which by all means if that's your thing. But I found rhythm lines to be very helpful, so instead of these kinds of shapes, it's doing things like this. And it leads your eye down. So your eye goes here, and then it goes here, and then it goes here, and then it goes there. I found that very helpful to think about. It's helped me draw a lot smoother, nicer looking shapes and flow, which to me, flow, very important. Yeah, anyway, I think if everyone's back, we can go into our next one. Sorry for the little tangent, just thought it was cool. Oh, and it's okay, whatever you feel, looking at chat, seeing, I feel like my brain focused more on the patterns of the animals. Hey, whatever you feel like focusing on, sometimes I'll do gesture drawing and I will just be focusing on specific parts. So some days I'll focus on only like heads, or I'll focus on maybe fur type and things like that. So you can really feel free to focus on whatever is calling to you, because it's hard to work on drawing something you don't feel like, right? Like if you're like, I'm gonna practice this specific thing, but you find you're always working on something else in it, maybe it just means you don't really want to work on the thing you set out to. Maybe just follow that tangent, follow that spark. Alright, I'm gonna bring the ref back up. I'm gonna new page here. There we go, new page. Bringing up the ref. Are we ready to go? I'm gonna take a sip of my water, sorry, because I've been talking the whole time. Alright. 10 minutes. Here we go. We've gotten like 2 pigs this time. I'm very excited. Alright, where do I want to start with this one? So if I focus on line of action, it would kind of just be coming up and around like this. I might even use more than one layer this time to do a little I'm doing my gesture right now where I mostly just think about nice little appealing shapes. Hopefully try to be appealing shapes anyway. got to the upper part of the leg. I've never seen a pig skeleton, but I assume, you know, you'll have your hip bones up here. This is the knee right here. And then you have the ankles right this part. I'm just really quickly making sure that I don't have any important pings. There we go. Okay, good. We're good. I really like having these flowy lines when I work. And if you were working on your lines or looking for tips on how to get continuous lines, I find drawing from the shoulder very helpful. Oh, I'm gonna make this a little longer. It's also good for the wrist to draw from the shoulder. And it comes with practice, I think, being able to do some continuous lines. You can see I've got some overlap going. I think Michael Hampton calls these T lines because they meet. You can see that there's an overlap because of this T right here. And that can help sell perspective. And I'm going to make the controversial move of not make another layer. I'm just going to edit this one a little bit. And remember, your drawing does not have to look exactly like the ref. Please don't ever feel like that is the case. If you want it to look exactly like the ref, by all means, please go ahead. But it doesn't have to, and it doesn't look bad if it doesn't. Maybe you are focusing on really exaggerating or pushing the pose. Maybe you're giving your pig a little smile. Or drawing it in your own unique style, or in a different artist style. It is okay to experiment with style. It's encouraged. I encourage it. I think it's great. And we got about just under 5 minutes left. 4:50. I think I'm gonna maybe focus on, I'm gonna darken some of these lines a little bit. And then I'm gonna actually try and do some value in here because it's actually something I resist doing a lot and I would love to practice it a little more. I really like strong head shape, and I feel like I might move this over a smidgen. Yeah, maybe just a bit. If you are drawing along and you feel like you've made a mistake, it's okay to erase things too. Even if you don't like it and you want to start over, it's okay. You can. You drew it once, you can draw it again, and it'll probably be even better if you do. I'm always amazed that sometimes if I lose my work, I'll be upset and I'll think, oh no, I can't draw that again. And then, guess what? You can. You drew it once, you can do it again. It wasn't a fluke. You're good at this. You got this. I bet you'll be even faster and more efficient the second time. Alright. I said I would work on some... Ooh, I forgot that other leg there. I said I would work on a little value in here. The last 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes left. I will do another little layer. Maybe not as opaque. How's that? Oh, there's like a part here I hadn't really considered. I find the shading helps. Doing value, as much as I'm actually not a huge fan of doing shading myself, but it helps me notice more things. I think I noticed a little bit of an overlap here that I might not have noticed as much as if I was focusing on only the contours. And it helps you think about the shapes too. There's another leg hiding back here. Just under a minute left. 50 seconds. Any little finishing touches you feel like getting in here? Now's the time. "30 seconds. I'm gonna add some little hairs here. Actually, no. Doesn't help. Doesn't sell it. But maybe 1 or 2. No. Why did I waste my time trying to draw little hairs? That's okay. 12 seconds. And we're done! You did it. Class finished. Good job, everyone. Woof. It feels like it goes so fast and yet so quick. But y'all did it. Y'all did it. Great job. Didn't know what to do for the last 2 minutes, just your mini humanized version. Yeah, I sometimes will get, after like doing a bunch of really quick drawings, by the time I get to the 10-minute, I'm like, what do I do for this whole time? So sometimes that's usually when I'm like, I'll just add a little shading. I guess I'll do all the things that are left over, and yeah, sometimes doing a little mini version is really fun and helpful. Oh, sorry if the loud. I'm so sorry. I'll make sure that's quieter for next time. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The confetti will not burst again until tomorrow, and I'll make sure it is quieter. Alright, so I think, how much time do we still have left? Are we out of time? No, wait, I think this was an hour and a half if I'm correct. So I think we have time to do little like requests and whatnot, I believe. Give me a second. I'm gonna double check and make sure I'm not lying. But I believe this was a 90-minute one. Oh hi. Yes, Flaming Gamer, I do stream. You should be able to find me under, ooh, goodness. I think it's under Smiley Beaks for my Twitch thing. I can link it afterwards. I'm also on the Discord. I don't often do gesture streaming in this fashion by myself just because there's not usually an audience of many people when I do it. Not a lot of people usually come. But that's okay. I still like doing it. I often do this kind of thing on my own. But it's very fun to do with others. Oh, I thank you. Yeah, gesture drawing is very fun, and I like it. I like it. It's not my bread and butter, but I like doing it and I love an excuse. Alright, do we have any requests for any specific animals we want to maybe do for the last little bit? I was going to ask anyone who was drawing along if you want to post up your drawings to the creative share. I think it's okay to post it in there. Tamron, correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, we can look at them together too, if that's all right with all of you. 'Cause I think that would be fun. And I can post up all of mine as well. I'll shrink these guys down. But yeah, if there's any requests, I can also look up some animals that we can do together. If there's any that you know, maybe you thought there were too many horses, maybe you thought there were a little too many pigs this time. Never too many pigs. But if there's any animals you were kind of hoping to draw or see drawn and you would like, I can look up some references for those. Just on the Google. I'm just going to shrink down. Oh, I forgot. I actually have a... Will that work? Yeah, I can just full screen this while I do this. If anyone has any animals they'd like. Oh yeah, was that a Halo grunt? Yeah, it's the same sound effect. I'm pretty sure it is like a royalty-free one, so it's very popular. I like it a lot. It brings me joy. Look at these little stilty beasts. I love them. I actually really like how this tiger came out. Nice little, I like the flow. They have like such a lounge to them, right? Yeah, I tend to just draw on one layer per drawing and then I size them down at the end. I'm looking at the chats. Royalty free. Yeah, I know there's some it can be hard finding sound effects to download sometimes though. I am no master clipper of audio. So I use what I can find. But I also really like that one. I like the horse, but the struggle. I know, horses are many legs. They're legs. There's lots of legs going on. They're very cool. I have nothing but respect for the horse guys and the horse gals who can draw horses very easily. I'm sure it's something that just comes with practice too. No one was born being able to draw horses. If I put in the effort, I'm sure I could maybe get there. It just takes time. Everything takes time and practice, and you don't need talent to practice. Which is always one of my favorite things to think about whenever I look at another artist and I go, oh, this artist's so good, and then I see that they're like a good 10 to 15 years younger than me, and it's just like, they weren't born that way. They just practiced at that thing that they're good at for a long time, and I'm not behind. I just need to practice more if I want to reach that level. And there's always another level. I think no matter how much better I feel at art than I used to, there's always another level I'm always striving to get to. And that's actually pretty cool, I think. It means that I don't get bored. I don't fall back on my skills that I already have, that I've already worked on. I can always be working on something else. I like this deer actually a lot. This little guy right down here. Look at that, the flow. It feels so good, to me at least. Bunch of little guys. Alright. Did anyone have any requests for animals? I'm just gonna go through here. I'm gonna default to things like a sloth. I think Scribbles sent me some animal pet pics, so I can throw one in there as well. Just looking back through the chats. Adorable animals. Yes. Alright. Maybe we could do a sloth for CozyCon first. That feels appropriate. I'm gonna group. Oh, I had more. Oh my goodness. That's okay. I'll, for now, just group these together. And turn them off. Oh, and yes, reminder, if you're drawing along, please post in the creative share. I think it would be really cool to see what everyone's been working on. I'm going to really quickly bring up... Oops, sorry for my mouse moving around. I'm looking up sloths. Oh, and that's right, you can't see me yet. I have to go back to... There we go. Let's get a sloth image or two. How about? They're little creatures, which I appreciate. Alright, I got a tab. Can I move it over? Is it gonna bring me to... I just want the full picture of the sloth. Give me the sloth. Apologies for all the scrolling. You know, sometimes I just want to look at just the picture. No? Open window? Well, pick a sloth on that page if you like. If you're so inclined. I'm gonna pick the one hanging. If you can see it, if it's big enough. Oh my gosh, I just scrolled and looked at really quickly at the creative share. And some of them look so cute. I mean, all of them look good. But I saw one of the pig and I'm like, ugh. See, in this case, I like the line of action being that arm, because this is where, like, the arm into this back leg, to me, is where the force kind of is, right? This is where the gravity is being held. And the reason you can kind of key into those, like, places, why it works well, is that the whole body is supporting that motion right now. So things will often align along those points. I guess also this leg. You just hanging. I should probably draw that stick, that branch. My cat is playing on his little tree next to me. Can you hang too like a little sloth, my dude? Yeah, so you can kind of see how having these nice little flowy lines really helps set up the action. I often don't like drawing the head until last, because mostly what I do when I do commissions is icons, so it's all drawing heads. So I always have this feeling of like, I can do that later, it's fine. Their little eye marks are so cute. I love drawing sloths. It's one of the best parts about this convention for me is drawing sloth related things. Hopefully that shape sort of reads. Erase, 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 erase. He just hanging. He just vibing. I think we got until 5 on this. 5 PST. And 7 Central Time. Yeah, little sloth guy. Doesn't have to look exactly like the reference. Can accentuate whatever you feel like. Tamron says I will never say no to sloth. Ooh. Yeah, I'll pull up some of the stuff in Creative Share real quick. If that's alright with everyone there. Give me just a second. Grab in Discord. I think that should show up there. Double check. Oh my goodness. Yes, look at this. Look at this. This is wonderful. I love the lines. I love the crosshatch for the shading. The expression, gold. Love it. And this one was from Vitrina. Thank you so much, who joined a little bit late, a little more than 5 minutes before the end. You did fantastically for 5 minutes. I think you got the essence. It's perfect. What a perfect dude. Alright, I'm gonna open up the next one. This was from Shesta. These are the 10 minutes and 5 minute poses. I love the value you've given. The shading is fantastic. You really captured that elephant's like gait and expression. It's so good. Captured it. Perfect. No notes. Not that there would be notes, but love it. So good. I'm gonna open up Shesta's quicker ones. Oh, I love the movement and the motion. I can see that horse really rearing. That dog going to catch the frisbees also. Or no, I think it was lying there with something? Or was it cat? No, that was the one that was jumping for a frisbee. It looks good. I love the pig. The ear shape's so good. Very cute. Very good job. Gonna open up Mandarin ones next. No, I'm not gonna roast you, Shesta. No roasting here. I wouldn't have anything to roast anyway. Mandarin, great job. These are the 5 and 10 minutes. So good. I really like the flow of your pig. The lines really go. Like, you can really feel your eye traveling down the shape. And the overlaps are great. Good job. Oh, the elephant has such a little happy expression. I like the, was it? I can see the mini, oh, maybe if I zoom in. Built-in heels. Oh my god, you're right. They are built-in heels. Amazing. Very true. Cannot disagree with that there. They are in fact little, they were in fact little heels. Very beautiful, beautiful work. We can get through. I got some more for Mandarin. Oh, see, I should have shaved the little sparkles for this one. Look at that horse. Look at his majesty. Look at those stars. The glitter. I love the tiger too. You really got the cheeks in there. You can tell from looking. You can tell immediately. That is a tiger. I love it. Good job. More. Ooh, look at that puppy. Oh, and yeah, the horse rearing. Yeah, you got the shape down. That's great. Good job. Good job. Ooh, I love the deer. I can tell. I can see it. I can see that motion. And the monkey's so good. You really got that pose in there. Like, you can tell. You can just tell. It's so good. I like it. I like it a lot. Ooh, I love how quick they look too. Sorry to go in reverse. Next time I'll try for the next one. If anyone else's are up, I'll try start with the quick ones and go into the longer ones. I love the pig face. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. The cat, the little rat. Oh, these are great. Good job. Good job. Oh, got Tamron's next. Thank you, Tamron, for posting. Thank you, everyone, for posting and sharing. It can be scary to share your work, and I really appreciate it. It's so cool to see everyone's. I love it. Oh, look at these. These are Tamron's. Oh, wow. Look at that, like, feline head on that tiger. It's so good. You got them, you got the, like, shape for it. And that mouth. Great work. I love the horse. Oh, the puppy. Wow, that one's a harder, like, proportion, like, the foreshortening and stuff. I know I struggled with it, and it's really cool seeing how you tackled it. Like, the shapes are good, the limbs are all clear. That's so good. You can see the upper half of the deer. Very cool. And then going into your 5-minute ones. Ah, look at that pig. Ah, I love the shading. I like how it pops on the page because you had more time to ink it. Also, that horse. You can really tell the, like, stance. You can feel how it's standing with its kind of chest a little more forward. I don't want to say a strut because it's standing still, but you know when it's like, it has like a very proud feel. I like it. And the elephant looks happy-go-lucky. Which is very true. Very like accurate to how, not that we're trying to go accurate for the photo, but like it's a great expression of that pose. Good job. I think that's everyone. That was so good, everyone. Oh wait, no, there's more. There's sloths. Ah! I scrolled down. Bonus sloth. Shasta. Oh, look at it. Oh. I love the wrap. I love how you use the fur for like those wrap lines. It does help sell perspective and stuff, right? It's so good. Great job. That looks great. Oh, we got a different sloth here. Nice. That's so good. Excellent. Those big claws, that sleepy face. That was me this morning before coffee. 100%. Another one! This one has a different vibe! This one... Oh, sorry, that was by Mandarin. The one that's currently up is by Mandarin. Apologies. This one's from Tamarin. Menacing sloth? Oh no! I love how this... I like the marks you make for like your strokes and your shading. It's so good. Menacing sloth. Oh boy. Oh, Talaruby posted some. Alright, I'll get those up here as well. One sec. Make sure my setup is being good. Yeah, okay, my setup's being good. Okay. Back to... I got Talaruby posted their gestures. Get those up. Here we go. Oh, I love these. I love, okay, just minor note. The circle eyes are very endearing to me. I really enjoy them. Especially that pig. Tattoo that one onto my soul. It's great. This little top one up here. Absolutely in love. Smitten. Oh, these are such great poses. Oh, that tiger! Oh, this one also looks... Guys, y'all nailed this tiger. I'm so impressed. Look at that perfect little yawn. You really captured the feeling of that yawn. Great work. Also this nonplussed looking cat. Love them. All of this is great. I love it a lot. Thank you so much for sharing that. Alright, I'll do your longer ones. Ruby's 5 and 10 minute ones. Oh, I love that you did 2 attempts at the horse. You can really feel like I'm not sure which one you did first or second, but I feel like you probably learned things between the 2 of them. And that elephant, oh, the shading on it is so lovely. It really pops out from the page. It's such a good drawing. I love the shapes. Excellent. And that pig? Mwah. Chef's kiss. So good. It really does read very strongly of that pig, and those good shapes are in there. Such a good job, everyone. I won't do the cheersing again because it's very loud, but give everyone an applause if you're watching and you didn't draw, but also cheers to everyone else who was drawing, and if you were drawing, give yourselves a huge pat on the back. You did such a great job. That is amazing. I think we still have about 15 minutes left, which is a lot. So I guess we could do a few more animals if we like, or we can just take a break for now. If anyone has any like questions, you can ask questions. I'm not sure what you might have questions on, but please feel free. If it's just like, you know, how do you practice? How do you get into studying for stuff? Those are the things that I work on, I think, more recently, that I like to think about. Like, how do I motivate myself to study? It's something that I didn't learn until I was an adult, and doing art study wasn't something that came naturally to me. I ignored all of the advice I was given in high school, to my detriment. Not that all advice is good, but sometimes you'll get advice and you'll be like, I don't get that, that doesn't make sense. And maybe you come back to it later. Maybe it was never good advice to begin with, and you just ignore it. That's fine. But for me, I definitely go back to advice that I was given or heard in high school and went, I don't know what that means. And as an adult, I'm like, oh, I get it now. My least favorite of which being, you just have to draw. When you say, how do you get good? And they're like, you just draw, and you just keep doing it. And you're like, there's no, but what if I want to be good at drawing now? And they're like, yeah, you just have to draw. You just have to keep drawing. You're like, no. Yep, there's so much to art, there's so much to learning. And sometimes you just gotta draw, just gotta keep going. Oh, P-Hit says the fun confetti. Yes, the confetti is, there we go, I brought the confetti back. We're technically in the end still. I like to play it for the ending, because it's fun. Rain and confetti? Is this too many things moving on the screen? I don't think so. Yeah, just looking at the comments. Anything else we feel like drawing at the end, or should we just wrap it up and take a break before the next panel? Everyone likes the tigers. Yeah, the tigers were so good. Oh, I forgot. I'll just throw a really quick last thing on the screen, because Scribble sent me some dog photos of their dog Gizmo and some cat photos. So I'll put those on at the end, and just kind of, Vanilla can cut me off whenever for the stream to be over. But I'll just pop on a little ref of a cute dog for a second, if that's okay. Boop. Bring that back. Oh yeah, you saw my kitty. And if anyone went to Shroompunk's panel last night, they probably heard I joined the Discord call, didn't realize I wasn't muted, and baby talked to my cat. And it was mortifying. to be told, Sixel, you're not muted. I don't know if you can all hear my cat. My cat is going a little goblin mode in the background. This is Scribble's dog, Gizmo, who, if you've seen the stream card, the little animated BG that we worked on, we actually included Gizmo as a toy in the claw machine, which was fun. I thought it was fun. Hee hee. I'm just having some fun little doodles. Oh, wet dog. We're at the end of summer, guys. This is technically still summer. I know everyone's very excited for fall. I'm excited for fall as well, but this is still summer. I say this not to be a downer, but my birthday is coming up this week, and as much as I always loved fall growing up, I am a sweet summer child. Apparently. Get that little pool in there. What a cute doggo. Sorry, I'm all a millennial. I'm very cringe. I say doggo. I always love the shape that dog muzzles have. Oh, I forgot the tongue. And just a reminder, if you're feeling like you want to do more gesture drawing, the tool we use today is free. You can do it from home. You can draw. You can go out in real life and draw some cute critters. If you have a zoo that's nearby, that can also be a really cool opportunity. I keep meaning to do that. Go to like a zoo or do more life drawing of animals in real life. So you could say we're open up the cozy for fall season. Yes. Yes. Oh, you guys can hear the meows. Yeah, he's going nuts right next to my desk. He's just very playful. So we just adopted him recently, and he's got a lot more play than we thought. So we're still figuring out how to play him out. Tire him out. I think he also gets excited when I'm on mic still. He hasn't experienced me at my day job in meetings yet, so that's starting on Monday. I'll have to get used to it. This is good practice for him. It's like socialization, but like just him getting used to meetings again. Oh, thank you for the link, Tamron. I'm terrible at self-promoting. I don't stream super often, but I like to, when I do occasionally start off with gesture drawing before I work on like commissions or something. And I usually do icons, mostly animated icons, like backgrounds that are animated usually. It's my favorite. If anyone grew up with a lot of like animated wallpapers as a child, it would those explain my being a fair bit. All right, there's my little drawing of Gizmo. Oh, shout out Smiley Beaks. Cool. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the happy early birthdays. Maybe as a very, can I be very, not greedy, a little maybe self-indulgent? Can I throw a little picture of my kitty up? If anyone wants to. Oh, I think I have a fun one. My other kitty that it's Justin's sister that we're fostering to adopt. The one that I was baby talking. Let me see if I can find it. I think it was in panelists. I think I had posted it in there. It's way up. I'm just scrolling, but it was a great pose, maybe to to check out that Smarties, if anyone feels like it. I like drawing a little. She's not, surprisingly, not the one going goblin mode. But she had a great pose. You can see, got a paw. Her favorite things are snuggling, giving us baths, and she has a very soft tongue. And yeah, bathing us and just rolling over and asking for belly rubs are her favorite things that we know of. Oh my gosh. I always have trouble with this kind of angle. But that's okay. Practice. Practice will make better. She's a sweetie. Don't mind the shot of my bed in the background. Yes, I do have too many pillows. I don't know about anyone else. I do find I get more stiff the longer I draw for. You'd think it'd be the opposite. I think it's because I start, after a while of doing gestures, I kind of just want to do studies, so I tend to get a little bit more preoccupied with details and stiffness. And when that happens, I do find going back to 1 minute poses is kind of helpful. You can see her tail kind of curls over her leg there. She just wants belly rubs. I've not used to having a cat that likes belly rubs. It's a very new experience. Like, what? This isn't a trap? You're not just telling me that you feel safe, you actually want me to scratch your armpits? It's a new world for me. But I'm very happy. Thank you for letting me be indulgent. If we want to think about the underlying forms, you can think about where the rib cage is. I think it ends about here. It's about like that. You can see this nice little line that forms for that twist. Alright, well, I think we got just a few minutes left. I'll see if anyone else has posted anything in the creative share, and then I think we'll be pretty good to go. I want to see kitties, so cute. Thank you. Oh yeah, it's goose season. There's lots around. We have plans, nefarious plans, us geese, for sure. Oh, Shesta posted Gizmo. Bring that up. Oh, so cute. And the boy is begging in the background. He's just meowing. Oh, look. I love the fur details and the shapes you use. Great shading. Great expression. So good. Thank you. Oh, hey. Yeah, Shesta posted previous panel doodles here as well. Oh, it's taking a second to load. We had more birds last time, I think, too. They look so good. I love them. It's cool seeing how... I don't know if I would say your style evolved, but like I can see differences between last time and this time. It's really neat to see the evolution. I think I still have my really old ones up. Actually, yeah, I think this is the same. There's my previous ones. I was using much more of a hard round brush and focusing on having like a rib cage and stuff, and I've been less thinking about that this time, but still trying to work on like my nice little bean shapes. That was last time around. Maybe this wasn't last panel, maybe this was just last time I did gesture drawing on stream, I think maybe. I just opened one of the files that I knew was a gesture one. Gosh. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. Oh my goodness! It's just a drew a Smarties. Oh, look at that little face. Thank you. She's very cute. Well, thank you, everyone. I think this is a good place to wrap up for now. But have a great rest of the con. And thank you so much for drawing along, and it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Close my canvas, close the riff, and yeah, I think I'll go grab some lunch, get ready to watch the next few panels. And take care, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Have some stretching, have some waters. And we'll see you tomorrow. We have another gesture drawing panel for clothed models. We're also doing nude models only on the Discord, as it is a adult panel, and that'll be in the evening. Please check the schedule. And we'll see you tomorrow. I'll be around on the Discord channel though, and in chat. Bye-bye!